Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel Electrical Technology and Industrial Practice. So today you can see that our topic is terminal box arrangement of transformer. So some of you might have been very surprised that what is the basis of this video. So in this video we will see that what are the possible terminal box arrangement for transformer could be and what are their advantage and disadvantage. Personally, this topic is my one of the most favorite topics, so let's begin the video. So suppose this is a transformer. Okay, this is a LT transformer. So a transformer has, we know, HV winding and LV winding. So those will be terminated at terminal box for practically. So in general, what is the arrangement of this type of transformer? The HV and LV box are kept 180 degree apart. In general, that is a general practice. So this is the LV box and this is the HV box. Now this does not create any problem for if both the windings are cable connected, but if the LV is bus duct connected, then there could be a problem. So we will see that what could be the problem and what is the possible solution. So for that we need to draw a typical substation layout. So suppose this is my switchboard, LT switchboard, okay, where the transformer will feed the power. So this is the PCC, say power control center, and this is the incomer vertical. Okay, now this is the room. So say this is a column, there is wall, and my transformer room is this one. Okay, so this is my transformer room. So I have placed the transformer like this way. I have taken this type of transformer. Okay, so one option is I can place the transformer like this way. So this will be my HV cable box and this will be my LV bus duct box. So I will connect these two with the help of a bus duct, right? Now what is the major disadvantage of this type of arrangement? So this is the fence gate. So what could be the major disadvantage of this type of arrangement? You see, I have placed the HV cable box in front of the transformer. So there will be the cable termination, okay, and the transformer rails will be placed something like this way, okay. So if these are the transformer wheels, remember the transformer wheels are 360 degree rotatable. So it can be rotated either this way. The transformer wheels can be placed like this way for this direction movement, or it can be placed like this way for this movement. Okay, in general what happens, the opposite wheels are kept, diagonal wheels are kept in opposite direction to inhibit the locks. That means if two wheels are placed like this way, the other two wheels will be placed like this way. Okay, so there is no movement of the transformer. So here the transformer movement is this direction, because as these two sides has walls, so this direction is not possible. The movement in this direction is not possible. So here you can see that my HV cable box has come in front of the transformer. Okay, so this is not possible. The transformer cannot be taken out. So what could be the possible solution if we take this type of arrangement? We can simply place the transformer like this way. Okay, so say this is the HV cable box and this is the LV bus duct box, right? So suppose this is another incomer, this is another incomer vertical, say this is incomer 2. So what I can do, I can place a bus duct over here. So that is a realistic design. The bus duct is getting up from here and being connected to this PCC. So here I will place the transformer wheel like this way and the transformer rail will be this side. So there will be no obstacles in movement of the transformer. Okay, but here you can see that what is the problem happening, that I had to give this amount of bus duct extra. Okay, here the bus duct is smaller length, here this portion of the bus duct is extra. And moreover that here I can take the wall support for bus duct. Suppose these transformers are located at ground floor and the PCC is located at first floor, then if we see the building elevation, okay, so let me draw the building elevation. Suppose this is the first floor, this is ground floor having cable cellar room, the transformer is located at this position and the PCC switchboard is located at this position. Okay, so this is the PCC, this is the front, this is PCC. So in this arrangement I will take the bus duct from here and will take support from wall to climb. Okay, the bus duct will be supported at the wall for the riser, and in the bottom it will take support from bottom, and from there it will jump down to the PCC, and this portion will be taken support from the ceiling. Okay, but in case of that I have to take support from ceiling here also because I am not getting any wall, right? So in this type of arrangement, what will happen if the transformer is if the switchboard is placed at first floor? So this is the PCC, say this is PCC. Now this is the transformer. Okay, my bus duct will, suppose this is the wall, so my bus duct will rise from somewhere this position, right? So from here the bus duct will travel to this position. So here I have to take support from this ceiling, and here I have to climb up, okay, to get there. So I will end up losing this amount of bus duct extra. So this path of bus duct, here also I have to climb up to get the second floor, but this portion of bus duct will be extra for me. So what is the possibility where I can use both the facility, that my bus duct length will be smaller, also my HV cable box will not fall in my path of transformer movement? That is, so first of all you need to know that this is 180-degree terminal box arrangement. It is said that the terminal box are placed 180-degree apart. Now solution to this problem is you have to place the terminal box 90-degree apart, right? 90-degree apart. Generally this is not considered by transformer vendor, but if you mention it in transformer specification, the transformer manufacturer will prepare the transformer like this way. So these things has to be mentioned. If you do not mention anything in the transformer specification, the transformer vendor will make the transformer like this way, 180-degree apart, because this gives some design comfort to them. This is easy to design, but this is a little bit difficult to design, and transformer manufacturer does not prefers that. So this is the LV cable box, and the HV cable box will be somewhere here, or it can be here also. The HV cable box can be here and the marshalling box can be here. Okay, so in that case this HV cable box will be shifted to this position, right? So you can keep the cable box as it is, and the transformer can be moved. Now remember that these HV cable box are self-supported cable box. Okay, so what is the meaning of that self-supported cable box? If you see the cross section of the transformer, you will see that, say this is the transformer, right? This is LV bus duct box. Here the bus ducts are getting bus duct risers are getting, and this is the HV cable box. Okay, so this has a support from bottom, which is holding the cable box. The cable is coming through this way and getting entered in the cable box. Now here there is a cut. This is a dismantling portion. Okay, so the bushing is here and the cable is terminated to this point. Now you can keep the cable termination as it is. Sorry, the cable is terminated at this point and here the bus bar is connected. So you can keep the cable termination as it is, and you can simply take away, you can open from this cut portion, this dismantled portion, and you can take away the transformer from the cable box. The cable box will remain as it is, connected with the terminals, and the transformer will be taken out. And when you need to reinstall the transformer, you place it here and simply connect this portion. Okay, so this is the function of self-supporting cable box, and by this you can remove the transformer without dismantling the cable or without opening the cable termination. But for using this facility properly, you need to make the terminal box 90 degree arranged, or if you do not make it 90 degree apart, then you have to make the transformer arrangement like this way. Either the HV it can be reversed also. The arrangement can be like this also. This is the HV box here and the LV bus duct box here also. The bus duct is going to this portion. This arrangement is also possible. Okay, but this arrangement is not possible where the HV box is coming in front of the transformer. So to avoid this, it is better to take transformer terminals at 90 degree apart. Okay, so this is a very practical thing you need to consider for substation layout. Personally, it is my very favorite item, one of my most favorite item, that to take the transformer new terminal box at 90 degree apart because of its design advantage. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the latest notifications of our video. Thank you very much for watching this video.